Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take a quick look at your Cardano, double check some important factors. I'll try to make this brief just because I got a lot of content to get through here today, but we're mainly going to talk about this descending trend line and just areas of confluence, but more importantly, key level resistances, areas we need to break through first before we take a long with confirmation. Because again, if you haven't been watching my channel, maybe you're new to the channel, you'll know that confirming factors are extremely important when trading. You don't just take a long in the blind because you have a good feeling about it, right? So if you want more Cardano analysis, like the video, comment below if you get a chance. Let me know. I get a lot of requests asking for this to be a daily driver. I'm considering it, of course, because I got like 3 or 4 coins that I cover every single day. So just let me know, obviously, if that's of interest for you. I know we got a pretty strong Cardano community over in our Discord group and our Crypto Cash Premium group. So thanks again for your support. We're gonna look at the 4-hour time frame soon. We're looking at the last 7-day look back here. Just giving a perspective that $1.10 to 117 is that key area of resistance based on liquidation. Okay, now so keep in mind it's not a resistance range per se, but a lot of folks will put their liquidation events and or stop losses in those areas, and we can kind of see that that's probably the next stop here for this coin, considering how strong this lower level just got swept, right? So 95 cents is the tentative support, with 110 and 117 as the next areas of potential sweep, okay? We take a look, macro reinforces that as well, and then we take a look here at liquidation delta. This is too large for too long, basically. In other words, when you see liquidation delta being, fully bullish or fully bearish, generally you want to try to join that trend. So hypothetically, a short position makes more sense from this perspective, the one perspective alone, because a lot of people are shorting this coin. However, people have been shorting this coin for a long time, right? Market makers know that. They're going to want to reverse the price action to sweep these levels here to ensure that people feel the pain, right? So please understand that even though you're probably in profit on a short position with this coin, if you are, congrats, well done, that's awesome. But be careful because that window of opportunity is slowly dissipating. Again, from a liquidation delta perspective. We don't take trades based on that one thing, right? We want to average it out. The charts may tell us something different. We are still in a descending trend line. We need to close above a specific area first. My thoughts is a closure above 105 would probably be the best bet. So we can see open interest here. A lot of reasons why 105 is that area of resistance, okay? So it's important to recognize that folks are going to have a difficult time getting through that resistance range because there's a lot of exit liquidity that needs to come out at 105. So we're going to see some selling pressure there. Anyway, so that's just kind of some back-end stuff there. Front-end daily time frames looking neutral at best. We're right here testing the 50 and the 100-day SMA. Sorry, that's the 50 and the 20. Being above that would give us good graces, right? Being below it, not so great. But if we zoom out here and we kind of look at the points of control, we can see there's a lot of volume at this lower range and upper range, basically 107, and of course secondary to that about 90, 95 as the local low, okay? Now again, depends on where you zoom in and out. That's where points of control can definitely vary. But the simple way to understand it is, more volume provides more resistance and so on with support as well. So just know when we travel into this 107 range, we're going to have some difficulty getting past that because that is a local high, right? So again, just something to be mindful of. And if we take a look here at the RSI, we're over 50 in the RSI, but just barely. I don't really love being in this position here. Stochastic and MACD are trying to diverge and or are diverging. So this is kind of like a neutral to bearish daily time frame. I don't love it. And again, you don't take trades solely based on one time frame, but that should give you some ideas that, hey, we're not quite back on track. When we take a look here at the 0.618 fib level, that did hold pretty well as a support here recently. This is good news. That's potential bottom here for us. But again, until we get over the 20 and the 50-day SMA on the 4-hour, there's no reason to consider a long position because there's too much resistance above us. And again, those are kind of hanging out right there at about 105 as well. So we're seeing some confluence at 105 to 107 until we break through that little resistance range there. There's pretty much no reason to consider a long position, okay? So again, just some food for thought there, so to speak. These are things that enter my mind when I'm looking to take trades, and I don't like to take just any random trade because I feel good or I'm feeling emotional that day. I rarely feel emotional in general, but the easy one to understand is after 20 years of experience, you start learning how to turn that off and just look at things, kind of abstractly, without emotion, and it really does help. So, not telling you to turn off that emotion, that feeling that you get, because it's really common, it's very natural. But again, if you're feeling upset or any stretch, don't trade. That's just kind of the best recommendation. Okay, so that's a sidebar. Apologize. Back on the 4-hour time frame, we can see we're under 50 on the RSI. Generally speaking, you want to be above that to feel confident in taking a long position. We're not there yet. MACD and stochastic are trying to swing up. While it's nice to see that, those aren't reasons to take a trade. They're just confirming factors that are nice, but we have way more bearish signs than bullish signs here. Hourly time frame as well. Ichimoku, we're below the cloud. This is generally construed as a resistance here. Okay. What do you know? The resistance range is running concurrent with the descending trend line. We do not break above that level. We do not take a long. Okay, so my speculation is that, when the price comes like this, because of one of these, this is when we want to consider a long position. I know, it seems crazy. Why do I want to take a long at 107, 108, when I could just take a long right now at 101, 101 or 102? Well, that kind of logic will get you burned pretty hard, okay? Again, it seems kind of weird to take a long at a higher price point, but the truth is you'd have confirmation knowing that we've broken through a key level resistance range and that threshold. That is super, super important. So please recognize that we're not there yet until we are above, at the very least, 103. We have no reason to take a long, and I'm not going to recommend a long until we see 106 or 107 or higher. Okay. And generally speaking, I'm looking for a daily candlestick closure above that. And I know a lot of folks, they ask me all the time, well, it's the cryptos 24/7. There's no closure. That's true, but the daily time frame does close at 0 GMT, 5, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, depending on where you're at. And that's just kind of one of those things that is important to recognize because that gives us a full 24-hour confluence. So again, just something to be mindful of. Good news is when it comes to candlestick patterns, this hammer doji looks pretty solid. I think we're due to continue higher. A lot of it is pending on Bitcoin not dumping and running down lower, which I don't feel is going to happen, but lately it's really hard to get a gauge on Bitcoin. So just friendly advice, be very careful if you're going to take a long position right now. There's no confirmation. And again, I have my playout charts here in my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. As you can see, Bitcoin's looking pretty strong. We got a lot of liquidation above the price action. More likely to see that 110 range here before we see 100,000 retested. Okay. So again, it's all there for you if you're curious. I do also have a Trading Academy community and signals group, but I'll post our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord here soon. Quick congrats to our community members for some nice profits on our Solana short from yesterday. We're now in a chain link long at this point here and currently in pretty heavy profits. So congrats to everyone for that. I'm going to wait for a long position on Cardano personally, and I would recommend you wait a little bit longer as well, because trading with confirmation has its benefits. You're going to miss a lot more opportunities, but it's going to be better opportunities, right? That's just it's quality over quantity, folks. All right, hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.